Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Nana is not pleased with Sonny's choice. Molly and TJ met with 3 prospective surrogates in their apartment. The pair listened carefully and asked questions. Molly and TJ decided to use Andrea, a blonde, as their surrogate. TJ and Molly gave each other a bear embrace in excitement. Portia noticed Curtis engaging in physical therapy with Roy in a rehabilitation center. In her talk with Curtis, Portia expressed her desire for a fresh start for the two of them. Starting anew with Portia was too much for Curtis, who cited his immobility as the reason. Curtis swiveled to face Portia as Roy reappeared. Roy questioned Portia about what she believed she could do for Curtis as she made an effort to approach him. Roy emphasized to Portia that Curtis' life had taken an unexpected turn and that he would find it challenging to accept assistance from anyone. Roy cautioned Portia against making an effort to get into Curtis' life. A little while later, with Portia close, Roy and Curtis continued their work. Esme accompanied Alexis to the Metro Court pool for lunch. Esme was accusatory and questioned Alexis' motivation for inviting her to lunch. Esme had been performing well at work, according to Alexis, who also claimed that she had no ulterior motives. Esme was dubious. Esme had an opportunity to transform into a trustworthy person, according to Alexis. Esme questioned Alexis about how much she missed being a lawyer. Although Alexis acknowledged that she missed being a lawyer, she expressed satisfaction with the work she had accomplished for the invader. Alexis inquired about Spencer after Esme continuously brought him up. Spencer and Esme, according to Esme, were finding a rhythm together. Esme also mentioned how much she liked her job. Alexis appeared content. Gregory and Brooklyn waited by the pool for Chase to join them for lunch. Gregory urged Brooklyn to return to school so she could complete her degree. Gregory inquired about Chase and Brooklyn's future when Chase finally showed up. When Brooklyn noticed that she was uneasy, she went to the bathroom. Gregory was reprimanded by Chase for his query. Gregory persisted, and he questioned Chase about having kids and the couple's long-term housing plans. Chase questioned Gregory's apparent haste. Gregory consented to change his mind. When Brooklyn came back, she gushed about how nothing ever seemed to bring Chase low. As Gregory attempted to sign the check, his hand began to shake. Alexis looked over and saw Gregory's fingers quivering. Chase and Brooklyn later left, and Alexis joined Gregory. Gregory warned Alexis that he was running out of time and that his symptoms were getting worse. A guard at Sonny's apartment unlocked the door for Betty and Avery, who were both sporting purple t-shirts from Leela's Kids. Dex called Sonny from the penthouse hallway after Avery and Betty entered to let him know that he had followed them. Betty had to think she was outwitting them, Sonny reminded Dex. Nina showed up. Nina was shocked when Dex claimed he couldn't let Nina inside. Despite Nina's objections, Dex persisted. Nina left in a rage. Dex then unlocked the apartment door and peered inside to find Betty looking through something. Dex asked, "What do you think you're doing?" Avery welcomed Dex with warmth. Betty allegedly tried to get rid of Dex while searching for painting supplies. Betty kept a close eye on Dex as he went back outdoors. Betty used a laptop that Sonny had left unattended to find the bogus material that Sonny had earlier planted about pikemen. Ava confided in Sonny that she was concerned about Avery spending time with Betty in their new office. Dex wouldn't let anything happen to Avery. Sonny sought to reassure Ava. Sonny revealed to Ava the fabricated information he had given Betty. Sonny bragged, "It's what you call cutting the snake off at the head." Ava stated that she had to locate Nicholas' corpse. Sonny urged Ava to put her faith in him to take care of everything. Sonny and Ava were startled when Nina entered at that same moment. Nana questioned the decision to deny her access to the apartment. As Ava came up with an explanation to go, Sonny tried to reassure Nina that everything was fine. Nana pushed Sonny to provide details. For her own safety, Sonny said that Nina shouldn't be aware of some information. "I'm defending my household." I hope that's all I have to say because that's all I can tell you, Sonny added. Nina expressed her displeasure and stated that she was forced to accept what Sonny had said. Nina complained to Sonny about being treated like one of his employees before she departed. Betty found the Pikeman file back at Sonny's apartment, and her eyes widened. Betty pulled out a flash drive and put the file on it after copying it from the laptop. After that, Betty glanced at the flash drive and appeared content with herself. General Hospital, GH. Spoilers show that the program has opted to change direction and move a current storyline in a different direction. Fans of General Hospital are aware that Austin Gatlin Holt, Roger Howarth, and Mason Gatlin, Nathaniel Gray, have a mysterious supervisor who has previously been referred to as she and her. On August 14, however, Mason abruptly started referring to the employer as he and him. Let's talk about that for a second because it was a significant alteration that has social media talking about the motivation behind this gender switch. The obvious reason is that when the show began its plot, there wasn't a definite strategy in place. There may have been a few options and a hazy notion of a female supervisor, but nothing was definite. Before the show ultimately moved on to the next stage of this one, there were other tales to be told. They do have a boss in mind, and that boss is obviously a guy at this point, since the plot of the episode is heating up and the show is settling on its conclusion. That, of course, invites fresh guesses as to the identity of this mysterious male employer. If Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, is in command in the background while in jail, that is one option, but his previous actions didn't give the impression that he was in charge. Instead, it appeared like Cyrus was merely related to Austin and Mason's boss in some way, suggesting that he was more familiar with their family and the business as a whole than he was letting on. According to rumors from a Bold and the Beautiful fan event, Ted King, the former Lorenzo Alcazar, met with GH executive producer Frank Valentini. As a result, there is another boss possibility to think about. If the show is resurrecting Lorenzo Alcazar, he might be the shocking antagonist exposed at the conclusion of all of this. Many viewers would like that turn of events, and it would pave the way for Lorenzo's enmity with Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, to resurface once the action heats up. Even while it's possible that another character from the past will end up being revealed as the boss, at least this plot is now moving toward a major revelation that we can only hope will be fulfilling. Stay with us for updates on the identity of this enigmatic employer since General Hospital spoilers indicate that some exciting news is still to come.